Okay, so as you can see here, um, we barely ran anything on Instagram. Almost everything that we ran was on Facebook. I think Instagram was barely see 400 reach on Instagram. So most of everything that ran here was ran on Facebook because I just wanted to like launch something random. So when you tell Facebook to run an ad for you without forcing it to run Instagram specifically, most of everything you would run will go to Facebook because Facebook is cheaper, and then Facebook is built in a way that okay, run the cheapest ad first, so reach more people with the maximum amount of people, and automatically it means that it will probably reach more people through Facebook than on Instagram. It's a trend that you'd see very often, and yeah, that is that. So we're running a new campaign today, the same posts, but now we're going to run it organized, and we're using Instagram. So, Favor, this is where your
Yeah.
targeting would come in. So let's
Okay.
so we want to run a rich ad. So we discussed about everything here.
No, we haven't.
Okay, so
But
let's
we did discuss in our first class. We just mentioned that there are different type of ads for different purposes.
let's go quickly over it. So Reach is the cheapest of them all. It's under the awareness tab. So what Rich is saying is that to reach as many people as possible for the cheapest amount possible. Brand awareness is more like it's almost like reach, but the difference is that it will reach people that would likely remember your brand. So
Okay.
let's see, show your ads to people that would most likely remember them. So it's more like reach, but let's see, a more efficient reach. So we have traffic. When you are trying to pull traffic to a particular maybe website or landing page, you can use traffic. Engagement is if you want more page engagement, maybe post likes, post reaction, you can use this. App install. So this is if you want to run adverts on apps, you do this. But for you to do this, you have to go and do one dev. You have to sign up for Facebook developers, and the way you can link your Facebook to your app, because you know that Facebook could they won't know, they will dynamically show you the link to the maybe Play Store or Apple Store according to kind of OS that you are on. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
it's important that you have this thing, what's the name? So I'm coming, give me a minute. I need to plug my phone. It's going to die soon. Okay. Okay, so that's app install. So video views is quite explanatory. It's more or less like a you want to optimize for video views, so you use video views. So the trick now comes from lead generation. So lead generation and conversion, to me, they're kind of almost the same thing, but there's just this slight difference between them. So leads, collecting leads for your business, and so it's more or less like okay, somebody gets to a landing page, somebody submits a form. So lead doesn't exactly mean sales, but with conversion, what you are saying is that okay, you want to convert them to sell to consumers, to sellers, to buyers rather.
To buyers,
So yeah,
customers. Okay.
but then there's a thin line between lead generation and conversion. So the messages is you want to show your ads to people that will most likely message you. Catalog sale, I think with the new Facebook feature, so you can create catalogs and then you can run ads for those catalogs. It's something that is common now. And then store traffic. What store traffic is saying is that it's going to show ads to people that would come to your store physically. So show your ads to people that will most likely come to your shop. So people that probably hang around, like visit that area very well. People that do things in that area very well. So they'll show you ads or optimize that ad to reach only that set of people, that kind of people. So
Location. All right.
So we are going for reach because it's obviously the cheapest, and yeah. So let's leave it at new reach campaign, new asset. So let's leave the naming for what is important. So there's what we call special ad category. So for special ad category, I think loan guys, people that do loan, and I think one other business are people that fall under special ads category. Okay, so yeah, it's open. So social issues, election, politics, those ones they fall under arts, special arts category. So buying type, auction, um coming. So buying type, auction, just leave that, reach, leave that. We want the objectives to reach. So it's reach that we are picking. So if you want to add campaign spending limit, you do it here. For me, I prefer to do the limit, the spending limit on my ad sets. So this is campaign level. We have ad set level, and then we have ad level. So I prefer to work that out on my ad set level. So if you want to do A/B testing, you do it here. I prefer if I prefer to do the A/B testing like manually than
Okay.
doing it with Facebook, because Facebook is going to make it quite expensive. And then what you can do is you can test 4 5 different ad sets and see which one is converting the most, and then stop the others and scale that one.
Okay.
So instead of letting Facebook help you find out which one is the best and to end up costing you an arm and a leg. So I prefer to do it manually. Manually means that it's not going to be as fast, but I think it's more cost effective than letting Facebook do so. Budget optimization too, I leave it for ad set level. So budget optimization is where you are putting a budget, a bid cap, ad scheduling, and all those things. So I normally just leave it for um ad set level. So basically, I don't normally do a lot here. I prefer to have more control on my ad set level than do the control from
The campaign.
the campaign
Okay.
level. So the ad set level for me is more or less like me breaking down my campaign into segments. So if I want to target 5 different audience, I can create 5 different ad sets for them, and I can control how much I want to spend per ad set in a day. So one of the most common use cases that I use ad set for is I use ad set to segment between platforms. So we have Facebook and Instagram, for example. I've used one ad set for Facebook, I've used one ad set for Instagram. So it's something that
Okay.
I've grown to get used to, and yeah, you can use it in any of your use cases, but then that's how I use it for my so Facebook page handy ng. So this is dynamic ad I was talking about here, but we're not going to go there today. So let's leave the budget at 1K here, and let's leave the scheduling. I want it to run at all times, so we're going to create our audience here. So either we're using creating a new audience or we use old audience. I don't think we have any old audience, so maybe we'll come back to audience. We'll come back to audience. So placement. So automatic placement was we used before, where you allow Facebook to automatically place the ad everywhere you can. I prefer to use manual placement this time around, and then it shows you every distance. So I want to uncheck Facebook. I want to uncheck audience network. So audience network is Facebook way of running ads on maybe platforms, different platforms like maybe mobile apps, websites that have already signed up to be the advertiser. So Facebook has their own way of like their own mini advertising platform where you like outside Facebook. So I think Truecaller has like signed up for both Google and Facebook. So I've had like opportunities to see Facebook ads running on Truecaller. So like that, you can use audience network to show your ads on mobile apps, but it's not always as effective or as controllable as you have in Google Ads. So what we want to target is Facebook. So we'll come to this list and tick every Facebook one. So we want it to show on Facebook feeds. We want it to show on Facebook Explorer. I want to show on Instagram stories. So I say Facebook, Instagram feed, Instagram Explore, Instagram stories. You can't show on Reels because it's not a video. IGTV, I don't want it to show on IGTV. Um, the reason why is because I believe that anybody watching on IGTV is already frustrated. IGTV is a very long video, so ads coming in between IGTV is not, in my own opinion, is always optimized the way I want it to. Sure you get. So I don't want to annoy my clients or my potential buyers, consumers with annoying ads. So the idea is there are different platforms, there are different placements here, and depending on the kind of what depending on the kind of thing you want to achieve, different placements can do different things. So for example, if you're trying to grow followers, I would advise you to I prefer you to create a content that would be very suitable for stories than Instagram feed or Instagram explore. The reason is because
Okay.
story they are more likely to, when they look at story, they are looking at things that they have as friends. So people they have as friends, I probably will not look at stories of people that are more interested in. So it's most likely people that they are really interested in that they will be. So already you have their attention. They are looking at things that are attached to something that is emotional, something that is friendly, something that is known. So when you just come with something engaging, you are missing them at that middle point where they feel comfortable. Okay, does this content make sense? If yes, I'll give it a follow. If no, maybe I'll just keep it. So from that point, okay, this is what I need to, this is what I need to do, and But at that point, I feel that the most engaging way to create followers or grow your followers organically is through ads, is through stories. So So here you can specify the kind of mobile devices and operating system you want to run your ads on. You can also tell Facebook, say, okay, do you want to run it on only Wi-Fi connected devices or not? So there are
Wow,
some
that's incredibly
campaigns.
detailed.
Yeah. So there are some campaigns that you don't want to run on mobile. Maybe for example, you are working for Spectranex, for example, and then you want to target people that are using other competitors. One way of targeting
Okay.
them is showing your ads to people that are connected to Wi-Fi. So probably that your computer
Okay.
is using a Wi-Fi is high. So that's
Yeah,
something
yeah,
that
that's true.
so
That's true.
so this is a whole lot of flexibility, and what makes you a digital marketer, a media buying personnel, is your ability to walk around the options that these platforms are giving you. Anybody can run ads, but not everybody would understand in depth the workaround of the system that Facebook has given them. So you get.
Yeah, so to be
So
able to maximize the information they have available to get to the right client, the right target audience, right?
yes. So brand safety. So brand safety is more or less saying where do you want the ads to show? You don't want the ads to show around where there are violent things. You don't want the ads to show around this. So that's where the brand safety comes into. So inventory filter, block list. You can block people that you don't even want your ads to near. Like your ads to pop
Okay.
up before or after. So for example, maybe a channel that's pedophile in nature, and your
Okay.
brand is so crazy about, we don't want to associate ourselves with pedophiles in any way. So one thing you want to do is, even when you are running ads, you want to make sure your ads never come close to that area, so that you don't, like, there's no form of association between you and them. So for example, a popular example you see is Twitter algorithm, where two different people will be saying the same thing. Maybe one person will be saying nonsense, another person will be blasting that person, but they are definitely not talking like from the same trend. So, for example,
Okay.
someone can be like, "Hey, I need money," and then the next tweet you see is, "Go and ask your father." So something like that.
Okay.
So in a scenario where you are trying to disassociate yourself um with something that is not in your business nature, so people don't end up associating. Oh, maybe they are the same. So for example, that kind of thing that someone can relate, oh, maybe they are the same. You can have that assumption that, oh, maybe two that just brought them together because they are kind of related. So somebody can have that same assumption. Or maybe you are showing an ad on IGTV, for example, and then the content, the platform that is the video content of that particular channel is violent, and your ad is supposed to be targeting children. So that's something you might want to avoid, and we can even block some channels here so that you don't. But most times I don't because sometimes they might filter out channels that use F word, and those channels might have like very very important audience that in most cases I want to reach. So I just don't, even on Google has a feature like this, and I avoid using it on Google too because I know Google is very good. Like YouTube and the channels that use the F words are very plenty. So if I filter out of them, finish what will remain. So you get. So
Yeah,
bid
that's true.
control is important. So in fact, if you are running Instagram ad and you don't want to get broke, you probably want to use bid control. So what bid control is saying is that everything that happens on Facebook is a bid. So I'm going to give you like a very very simple scenario. So on every Facebook feed, when you open your Facebook, there are three ads slots. I'm giving an assumption now. There are three ad slots, and they are like 15 people that want to advertise. So you get.
Yeah.
So what Facebook will say is that who is the highest bidder would come first. The
Okay.
second highest bidder
Okay.
will go next. The third highest bidder will go next, and then the rest of people would go and find that place to go to. Sure, you get. So in most cases, when you set bid control for Instagram, because the bidding on Instagram is crazy, like legit crazy, because big brands are advertising, small brands are advertising, so the bid on Instagram is mad. But most times when I advertise on Instagram and I put a cap, if I told Facebook to use 10,000 naira, probably that they will even use 4,000 naira is very low. Like they will end up not using the whole budget because there's no way to use the budget because we were outbidded in most of the scenarios, so we could not even pay for we could not reach the number of people that we intended to reach. So what I normally do is that I let it run without bidding for like a day or two when I'm sure that the ad has optimized. So maybe like 3 days for according to kind of campaign, maybe 3 days, 4 days, and then and I come back to set the bid. So for example, if I see bid of 300 naira, I see that the CPM for that particular campaign is like 320. I can come back to okay, Facebook don't spend more than 300 naira. Sure you get.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's what I do. So I see the general trend of the market. I see how expensive the market is first before I come and set a
Okay.
lower bid, and that works. That in most cases work. But we're not going to set bids.
Where do you usually check the state of the market?
You run ads for like a day or two without putting a bid
Oh,
control.
okay.
So you see how much it costs per impression. So cost per impression, that's cost per 1,000 impression. So you see the cost. So is that cost that you now use to set your bid.
I
So
see. All right.
the bid you are setting here is your cost per impression, cost per reach, cost per results basically. That's what you are trying to set here.
Okay. All
How much
right.
is your cost per result and everything. So you see, Facebook aims to spend your entire budget and get most 1,000 impressions using the lowest cost strategy. But you can now say, okay, Facebook, I know you're using the lowest cost strategy, but use my own strategy. Don't bid more than 200 naira. But we're not going to do that now. Leave that like that. So you can also add frequency cap. So frequency cap is saying how many times do you want somebody to see your ad. So by default, it's one impression every 7 days. You can reduce the days, you can reduce the impression. I normally use two impressions in 2 days. So maybe one impression per day, but let's just leave it like this. Let's do the one impression in one day. Um, not 11 days, one day. So I think we're done with every other thing. Let's now go back to the main. The main, that's the targeting. So since we're here, So you can create custom audience. So what custom audience is saying is that let's go there. So you can pick a source, maybe your website, a list, your Instagram account, your Facebook page. So because it's a new page, you're not going to do that. So for example, if you want to reach, let's say Facebook, let's say Instagram account, for example, you see the options that we have. They will tell you everybody that have engaged with our page, everybody that have visited our profile. So you can target everybody that have engaged with your page, everybody that have visited your profile, everybody that have engaged with a post or an ad, everybody that has sent you message. You can in the last 30 days, in the last you can give this and then use that to create an audience. So you get. But we're not going to be doing that. There's also lookalike audience. So lookalike audience is that you already have an audience already, an audience source already. It can be a custom audience that you have made before. It can be an audience from so custom audience can include things like pixel. So audience from a website, audience from an app. You can even upload a list yourself, audience from a video, audience from lead for a form, and the like. So there are a lot of ways of getting audience, but the most popular one is page and website. Page, website, and app activity. So for websites, you use Pixel. For app activity, I think they have their own APIs that you can add to your website. So I'm basically going to be creating an audience directly from it. So you see all the targeting criteria. So the first thing you have access to is the location. So let's not use Nigeria. Let's use Lagos. Lagos, Nigeria. I think that's what I want to use. So let's change the dates. Let's reduce this to like 40 years. So what do you think? Probability of people outside above 40 ordering our watch is low. Or what do you think? Hello, Favor, are you there?
Yes. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. I think network was fluctuating a bit.
So I was asking if the age bracket 18 to 40 is fine. And
No,
if
I
there's
think that I think it needs to be a bit narrower.
okay, because that's
Since it's a
that's
watch brand.
that's what makes I'm thinking that it has to be smaller. So let's say
Yeah.
30.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, so 30, all genders. So demograph. So demograph is where the magic is happening. That is where everything is happening. So I think connection. So you can also like create like after creating your audience, you can add like connections to it. So connections will be like you're creating a lookalike audience of people who have followed your page, people who are similar to people that have followed your page. You can create a lot of these things. So for example, you've grown your page and it has traction on its own. And then you know the kind of audience you already have. Your page already has built an audience for itself, and then you can
Yeah.
now create an audience. You can tell Facebook to generate audience using people that have already interacted with your page before. So Facebook will create an audience that you can run your ads on, that with people that have similar characteristics with whatever you have there. But we're not going to be going there today. We're just going to be ignoring this feature. We will be using the demograph, the detailed targets, and this is where the magic happens. So the first thing we will do is I think we had in our last discussion we talked about what we wanted to target. So you bring up one and I bring up one, and then we do that till we are out of ideas. So we're trying to create anticipation for a wristwatch brand. So what are the kind of people that you would want to target?
Sorry, come again. You broke up there for a bit.
Also, we're trying to create anticipation for a wristwatch brand. So what are kind of like people that want to target in terms of behavioral interests,
Let's say
demograph,
fashion.
and the likes?
Fashion. That's
Okay,
fashion and
so
interest.
yeah, just type fashion. You'll be surprised at what will come out. So you see shopping and fashion that interests, and then you have people that have job titles. We have fashion accessories, people that are interested in fashion accessories, people that are interested in fashion, movies that have fashion in them, people that are interested in fashion designing and the like. So I think what we'll go with, let's go with fashion, shopping and fashion. So what else are we looking at? Me, I'll definitely type watch and seal.
Okay, watches. Yeah. Okay.
So we have watches. I think we should have wristwatch. Too. Um,
What again? What again? After watches. What kind of watches? I forgot to ask. Is it like all these Apple watches
no,
or?
no, the normal Rolex and the likes.
Okay. Hmm.
So we want to target. Uh, so for example, we might be out of idea. You can browse suggestions. So see, for example, you can now start checking demograph, their education, the educational level they are in, and you can also check the finances, income level, and like. So income would never work for Nigeria though, because they don't know how much we earn here in Nigeria. They cannot know. So we have lifestyle, anniversary is within 30 days, anniversary is within 30 to 61, 31 to 61 days, away from family, away from hometown. So you can target people that are
Yeah.
having birthdays. So let's target people that are having birthdays. So let them give themselves a wristwatch. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, it does. It makes a lot of sense.
So birthday months. Why in August, Abby?
Yeah, we are.
So let's target everybody from August down to December. Um, say friend of long distance relationship. Let's target people that are in long distance relationship because so they can give them their self too. So
That's cool.
parents, I don't think a relationship now work. So job titles, we have something. Let's leave that out now. So let's go to interest. Interest is where I play a lot because my interest is unlimited. So you can see business and industry, people that are into advertising, agriculture, architecture, banking. So I know banking might be interested in wristwatch. So let's add banking people to it. So
Yeah.
um business, let's add business to design. I think
Okay.
let's add fashion design, graphic design. Let's leave interior. So um management, let's add management. People that are probably be wearing wristwatch. So yeah, I think they have digital marketing, display advertising. So you can see the different options that we have here. So people that are interested in digital marketing, people that are interested in display advertising, that are interested in email. So you can like target a lot of things. So you can see here, personal finance, credit card, insurance. So these are interests. What are people interested in? And then you can tailor it to your interest. So entertainment, I normally just click the whole entertainment because entertainment is broad. So food and drink, the same thing. Sports. So I think we have some like sport like watches, and yeah, almost everybody within the age of 18 to 20 is interested in tech in one way or the other. They follow tech pages and the like. So let's add that to the list. And behavior, I'm not really a fan of behavior, but then with behavior you can target people that, like we said, anniversary. You can target consumer classification. You can target people that are Nigerians that are not in Nigeria, for example. You can target them here too. You can target mobile device users. So do you know, before we targeted this thing, what's the name, if you are using Wi-Fi, for example. So you can also come here and target mobile device user and the time they use it. So you can, there's nothing you cannot target, new connection. So you can target people that are using Wi-Fi, 4G, 3G, 2G network. So you can target device use time. So someone is using the mobile device in 1 to 3 months, 10 to 12 months, and like. So you can target people according to how long they've used their phone. So there's almost nothing you cannot target. So you can also target purchase behavior. I think this one is something that we want to target because we want people that can engage, that are interested in buying. So if you want to target something and it's not here, you can easily search for it. But I think yes, we're done. Let's go to the ads level. So the ads level, I normally just leave one ad per ad set. But if there are more than one ad in one ad set, you can upload both of them, and Facebook will optimize for you, and you'll be fine. So this is the post that we want to run. As you can see, they ask me to select a page. Select the Instagram page here.
Yeah.
Um, so we are not creating a new ad.
Okay.
We use existing posts. I prefer to use existing posts so I can track things like comments with ease and the likes instead of creating a new post, and then if I want to look at comment, I have to go into business manager to go and be finding the comments and everything. So you can see Facebook, Instagram branded content by using Instagram. I'm looking for the one that has comments. So this and then yeah.
Okay.
And
So
yes, I think we're almost done basically. So by when you follow this step by step instruction on how to set up your page, that will be in the slide. You should be able to have like set up your page and ready to run ads. And then that your card will be ready on the go because yeah. So should have added your card then, and so you can be able to run the ads as it is now. So now I already have a card on this account and I'll just run it. So this is how it looks like on feed. This is how it looks like on explore. So you can preview your ad. This is how it will look like on story. So yes, so I think if I want to add a call to action button, I'll add it here. Um, um, so let's see, send message. So
okay.
let's leave a call to action for send message.
Okay.
Um, okay, should be missing. I don't even know the feed you're asking me for now.
Yeah, I get that in a lot where you'll be like something is wrong and you'll be wondering which one of your what exactly is wrong.
I don't think. Let's change this. Okay, I think the error is gone.
It's done, yeah.
The error is not original error. One of these errors that did not clear on time, I guess.
Yeah.
So okay, we're good to go. So after going through everything, remember this is where, in my own opinion, this is where the work is. This is where most of the work is. So this is where you know we're doing all the whole settings and everything, and maybe you're satisfied. You just come back here and think you publish. So yeah, and we automatically just run our first ad. So if you come here, you see that it will be pending right here.
But all the creative you use for your ad in terms of the images and all, they are not like you have to learn to create them yourself, right?
So most cases, if you are running ads for clients, they already like have that figured out. They already have like a design team that is trained
Okay.
for that and the likes. But some agencies have like the actors marketing the marketing department of some companies. So I know of an agency. I know of a company that outsourced their marketing department totally. So they don't even have to do anything marketing. They just give the marketing team targets. They give the marketing team a budget. Marketing team comes up with like a proposal. They accept, they reject. They do all the whole back and forth thing. And then by the end of the before the end of the month, they've accepted the budget for the month that is coming, and then that team does everything from social media management to email marketing to everything for them for like a percentage of how much they spend. So you get so already you see that the ad here is in review, and so this is the ads you're doing review. So after